Hey, Mr. Maley.
Okay. Good evening. The Hanover Area School District Board of Education, regular meeting Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021 will now come to order. Have the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
I pledge
allegiance
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one
one nation,
under
under
God,
God, indivisible,
with
with
liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Ms. Blyche,
present.
Mr. Chivarella. Mr. Chivarella,
Present.
Mr. Holmgren. Absent. Dr. Kopko,
Here.
Mr. Maley,
Here.
Mr. Majer,
Here.
Ms. Potsko. Ms. Potsko. Joyce, you there?
I'm here. Yes,
Mr. Reddick,
yes,
Mr. Stevens, present. Quorum established.
Okay. Prior to the meeting to the Pennsylvania Sunshine Act, the board met in an executive session at 5 p.m. and concluded at 6:13 p.m. Discussions on personnel and financial. Okay. Approval and acceptance of minutes.
John, take
Yes.
public comment. You need to take public comment on agenda items only.
Okay. Is there anyone from the public that would like to make a comment on the agenda item only?
No one wishes to address the board at this time, Mr. Maley.
Okay, Lisa.
Lisa, I know we're going to scroll through the agenda. If anybody raises their hand later, obviously, we'll be able to take them.
Okay, thank you.
Minutes, John.
Okay. Regular meeting minutes of January 5th, 2021. The Wilkes-Barre Area Career and Technical Center Board of Education Joint Operating Committee Reorganization Meeting minutes of December 21st, 2020. And Luzerne Intermediate Unit Board of Directors Regular Meeting minutes of December 15th, 2020. Could I have a motion?
John, wait.
Motion.
John, wait. As to the regular meeting minutes of January 5th, 2021, item number 5 under financial planning, that should have been reflected as a recusal for Frank Chivarella. The item number 5, financial planning, regarding a contract with the Wyoming Valley Sewer Sanitary Authority. So with that correction, you could seek a motion.
Okay, could I have a motion?
Motion,
Motion.
Mr. Maley.
Okay, motion by Stacy Blythe. Have a second?
Chivarella.
Second by Frank Chivarella. Roll call.
Ms. Blyche,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko,
Yes.
Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Mr. Majer,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
yes,
Mr. Reddick,
yes,
Mr. Stevens, yes.
Okay, superintendent's report. Mr.
Thanks,
Barrett.
President Maley. Yeah, thanks, President Maley. I want to begin this evening by announcing that next Monday evening, February the 8th at 6 p.m., I will be hosting another community night. This is going to be a night continuing on with our plans Moving forward, I am committed solely to the safety of the staff and the students of this district. As a result, I am going to extend out our work and schooling from home, but I will provide specific details during this community night. Right now, the community's health is not speaking to a safe environment for our teachers, our support staff, nor our students. So as that's being said, I would like to spell this out in a meeting next Monday evening. In addition to that, the juniors and seniors at our high school, you should have received a letter if you were in a Keystone preparation course last school year due to the pandemic. If you passed these courses, you should have received a letter from the Hanover Area School District speaking of a non-testing proficiency, which does accomplish the requirements set forth by the Department of Education and the Hanover Area School District, making the students exempt from this requirement so long they pass that course. Additionally, we are always showing our commitment to enhancing the academic abilities of our students. With that being said, the district was in contact by our head football coach who wants to talk about the exemplar academic performance from some of our football players. I'm going to briefly turn this meeting and my report over to him to speak of our honorable academic athletes on the football team. Mr. Hummer.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Hanover Area School Board, the administration, and the public. Thank you for letting me take a few minutes of your time to inform you of the 2020 Hanover Area football members that are part of the PA Football News all academic teams. We'll start off with the bronze team. The bronze team is a GPA of 83 to 88. Right now we have junior Xavier Ankner with an 85.09 GPA and the sophomore Christian Torres with an 83.17 GPA. Our silver team is considered 89 through 92 GPA. We have two members of that, senior Tavon Hines with a 91.52 and Joe Curcio with an 88.29, which is great work. Finally, our goal team, which is a GPA average of 93 and above. Members of that are Seth Strauss with a 99.33 GPA, Peter Hibbert with a 98.36 GPA, Bobby Sebecki, 97.91 GPA, junior Jake Zola with a 97.86 GPA, senior Connor Hummer with a 97.82, senior Dylan Martinez with a 96.67, and senior Jacob Mercandante with a 94.55. That's 11 members of our football team that made those teams and that we're very proud of. And thank you for the time to honor these guys. That's really appreciated by me and my staff. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Good job.
Congratulations, everybody. Good job.
Thank you, Coach Hummer, and congratulations to these students for making academics their top priority. I really appreciate that report. In addition to that, this evening, we have a special guest from the Pennsylvania School Board Association. As we had mentioned last month, that January was School Board Member Recognition Month, and the PSBA representative for the state, Shane Pagnotti, is here this evening to recognize our board members. Mr. Pagnotti?
Thank you for having me, Mr. Barrett. My name is Shane Pagnotti. I'm your Member Services Manager on behalf of Pennsylvania School Boards Association. I'm a few days late, but thanks for having me due to scheduling conflict. But January was designated as School Director Recognition Month, and I'd be in remorse if I didn't make it to Hanover to thank everybody. So it was recognize the challenging and vital work boards do on behalf of the students, schools, and families. So on average, school directors devote up to 10 hours per month to the complex responsibilities of board business. This includes adopting policy, voting on budgets, evaluating school security issues, and reviewing hiring decisions. The impact of the coronavirus pandemic has added an additional challenge to school boards as they determine how best to provide the needs of students and their families in this new environment. From navigating virtual board meetings to supplying students with needed food and technology, And during remote instruction, boards were tasked with making critical decisions quickly with the best information available. Board service is an unpaid position, and the majority of school directors cite their desire to give back or continue to contribute to public education as their main motive for their service. So as locally elected officials, school directors are invested in their communities. They are our neighbors, our friends, local leaders, parents, and engaged citizens. So January is designated for recognizing these public servants. We at PSBA want to take a moment to express our gratitude for your time and efforts year-round on behalf of these communities. The job you do ensures our schools continue to provide opportunities for success for every student, even during these unprecedented times. So thank you, Hanover School District, school directors, for advocating on behalf of our collective interests and for the benefit of our children. And Ms. Kitchen has a bunch of certificates for each of you. I'm sure we're all remotely, but you will have it soon. So Ms. Kitchen, thank you very much for that. And if you wouldn't mind just giving yourselves, a hand, a thank you for all these hours that everyone's devoting. So again, thank you on behalf of PSBA.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Bagnati.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And President Maley, that concludes my monthly report.
Okay, to have a motion to accept the superintendent report.
Motion.
Motion
Second,
by Mr. Reddick,
second,
second by Rick Stevens. Roll call.
Ms. Bleich,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko,
Yes.
Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Mr. Majer,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick,
Yes.
Mr. Stevens, yes.
Okay. General recommendations, to approve items 1, 2, 3. Could I have a motion?
Potsko.
Chivarella?
Motion by Mrs. Potsko, second by Frank Chivarella. All in favor? Roll call.
Roll call.
Ms. Bleich,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko,
Yes.
Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Mr. Majer,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick,
Yes.
Mr. Stevens, yes.
Okay. Financial, to approve items 1 through 6. Could I have a motion?
1 through 10, John.
1 through 10. Okay, finance, to approve items 1 through 10. Have a motion?
Motion by Bleich.
Motion by Stacy Blight,
Kopko second.
second by Dr. Kopko. Roll call.
Ms. Bleich,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko,
Yes.
Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Mr. Majer,
Hanging on 1 and 2 and the rest, okay, yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick,
Yes.
Mr. Stevens, yes.
Okay. All right, personnel, to approve items 1 through 9. I will read number 9. Number 9 to read, I appoint Todd Kubicka as head baseball coach at a salary of $3,348 for the 2020-2021 school year. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Frank Chivarella,
Second.
second by Mr. Reddick. Roll call.
Ms. Bleich,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko,
Yes.
Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Mr. Majer,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick,
Yes.
Mr. Stevens, yes on 1 through 6. I abstain on number 7, yes on 8 and 9.
Okay, new business? Old business? Any public comments? Future meetings? March work session, Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021, and March regular meeting, Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion by Rich Stevens,
Second.
second by Mrs. Blight. Roll call?
Ms. Bleich,
Yes.
Mr. Chivarella,
Yes.
Dr. Kopko,
Yes.
Mr. Maley,
Yes.
Mr. Majer,
Yes.
Ms. Potsko,
Yes.
Mr. Reddick,
Yes.
Mr. Stevens, yes.
Meeting adjourned. Everyone stay safe. Good
Have a
night.
good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.